The neck, the shoulders, and the wrists stay in a neutral position. The back also stays straight. Nothing in the upper body really moves at all. As the ball begins to approach, I start to raise my leg. The hip consists of a ball and socket joint and the synovial plane. When I start to raise my leg, the movement that the hip does is flexion. Below is the femur, and you get to the knee joint, the modified hinge and synovial plane. The knee movement is also flexion and adduction, since it is more forward of the body. You go down to the tibia and fibula and get to the ankle joint, which is hinge and synovial plane. At first, when I begin to raise my leg, slight plantar flexion occurs, and when I am to set my foot on the ball, it is dorsiflexion. When I stop the ball and my foot is on the ball, it is back to a neutral position.
After the trap movement process, the follow-through movement process comes next, using the movements of the head, neck, shoulder, leg, ankle, and foot. There is retraction, the process of pulling the head backwards. The neck and head are able to move because of the pivot joint. The shoulder also takes place in the follow-through. The shoulder's location is humerus and scapula. Type of joint is ball and socket and synovial. The shoulder's movement includes extension, abduction, and circumduction. The thigh and hip take place. The hip and the thigh's movement is abduction, the location is the femur, and the joint is the ball and socket. Also, the movement of the leg at knee is flexion before kicking the ball, then extension when you kick the ball. Location for knee is femur and tibia. Finally, the movement of the foot at the ankle is dorsiflexion. Eversion first, then inversion when kicking the ball. The location is talus, tibia, and fibula. This step-by-step is the movement process of the follow-through of kicking the ball.
To start off with kicking the ball, my shoulders joints are the ball and socket and synovial joint. The movement of my shoulder is lateral rotation, and my location is the humerus and scapula. My elbow joints are the hinge and synovial joint. The movement my elbow does is flexion. The location is humerus and ulna. My back joint is the pivot joint. The movement is lateral rotation, and the location is my back. My hip consists of the ball and socket and the synovial joint. The movement of my hip is lateral rotation, and the location is my hip bone and femur. My knee joints are modified hinge and synovial joint. The movements are flexion and slight rotation when flexed. The femur and tibia is my location of the knee. My ankle joints are hinge and synovial joint. The movement my ankle does is inversion, and the location my talus, tibia, and fibula. Secondly, the follow-through, my shoulder consists of ball and socket and synovial joint. The movement is lateral rotation, and the location is humerus and scapula. The elbow is hinge and synovial joint. The movement of my elbow is flexion, and its location is humerus and ulna. The back is the pivot joint. Its movement is lateral rotation, and the location is the back. The hip, ball, and socket and synovial joint. The movement is lateral rotation, and the location is hip bone and the femur. The knee is modified hinge and synovial joint. The movement is flexion and slight rotation when flexed. Lastly, my ankle consists of hinge and synovial joint. The movement of my ankle is inversion, and the location is my talus, tibia, and fibula.